So I've been asked which scene from the film Sarabjit has made me most emotional. The entire movie. It's very difficult to pick on any one particular scene. Do go watch it and you'll know what I'm talking about. However, I would immediately recall the first meeting of the family of Ranbir with Sarabjit, because it was the first day of shoot for us and a very emotional part of the story. So I've been asked about a biopic being made on me in the future. I'm not sure that will easily be possible without prior permission. And at this point in time, I'm not really thinking about being documented on celluloid for a story on my film, on my life story. Asked about experimenting with a variety of roles. Well, that's a joy for any actor or artist. Being asked whether I'd do a negative role in the future, I think as an actor, you're always open to all kinds of roles, all genres of cinema, and the more the variety, the merrier. It's good to know that it's not just been the talk of the town since I signed the movie, but since the release of the film. And I'm very, very thankful for the overwhelming response our hard work has received, because we truly believe the story needed to be told. I believe as an Indian, as a family member, you really need to go watch this film and pay homage to Sarabjit, Ranbir and the entire family. Very honestly, I think Ranbir was not really a study or a major plan behind it. It was more instinctive, and the writing is so strong that, and the entire premise of the narrative itself seemed to provide ample opportunity for one to be able to just perform straight from the soul, and that's really what I have done. It's not practiced. As to the reasons why I chose Sarabjit, but I believe this story needs to be told, and I believe this movie deserves an audience. As an Indian, as a family member, if you're emotionally connected with your roots, with your family members, with life itself, you will find connectivity with this movie. So do go watch. Well, Pa put his arm around me and said, "Acha kaam kiya, bahut acha kaam kiya," and that's invaluable. So that's family for you. My parents were tearing up. My brother teared up, and there's a lot communicated in that silence. It's so strange. No one doesn't even. I mean, yes, thank you in all humility. Um, but I think the idea is to evoke that emotion within each of us. We already feel fraternally very strongly. Just evoke it, awaken it. Seriously, Richa, is that the question you're asking me? Huh? After we have binged in Punjab because we enjoy Punjabi food, good is good. And yeah, we binged on good parathas and yeah, nicer memories. Trust you asking me this question, Abhishek. Well, that's life, no? I can't answer this to you in public, but that's life. We are grateful, no, to God that our life gives us enough reason to smile, and that's reason aplenty. There's our little Aradhya, our angel. Well, honey, you know it's hard work. It's all about prioritizing and committing to commitment. And every aspect of your life is very important. But it takes some kind of planning, and it's very, very hard work. But if you're committed, you're all in. You're all in for the ride. It's up to us to make it a joyride, right? Well, my dear, we are going to need a time machine soon within our own times at the pace at which we are going, because life is moving at an incredibly fast pace and we are barely able to hold on to moments for what they are. So I don't think one needs to go anywhere else but remain in touch with your own reality. That itself is one roller coaster ride, believe you me. Reminded only in 30 seconds to answer that is very difficult, but it's also strange to talk about a best thing after such an intense experience, because there's nothing glorious or best about it. It's a very, very intense film, a very sad story essay, but at this point and at this minute is communicating with all of you, thanking you for your overwhelming response, because the audience has just been incredibly supportive. So thank you and love you for it. Yes, we as Team Sarabjit are very grateful to the UP government for giving tax-free to this film. And of course, we're in hope that we receive that benefit in most states in the nation, because this is a film that needs to reach far and wide, and definitely is the kind of film we believe that can be given the tax-free status. So hence the attempts by the team to appeal for it. I believe this film, Sarabjit found me, the role of Ranbir found me, and it was meant to be. It's there in the performance, and wonderfully the audience is responding with that same overwhelming response. So thank you very much. Would I like to do biopics or true to life stories and be part of such narratives to reach the audience? Yes, sure. Exactly see myself as Dalbir ji on screen the first time. I saw it every morning in the mirror when I was getting ready to essay the character. And that is a very important part for me, because once I feel I look like the character, then I very naturally and very easily become when I go on set. So overwhelming. It wasn't my first time to Punjab, and I've been there several times wonderfully, and each time it's just a very, very warm welcome, and people are just so loving and expressive. I've been to the Golden Temple several times, but this time in particular what made it special was through the film I got the opportunity to do Seva at the Golden Temple, and that was the first, and I'm very grateful for it, truly. Firstly, the response of Dalbir ji, that she felt justified, that is very gratifying. And then, of course, the audience response, the fact that the audience is so moved by this emotional journey strengthens my conviction as an actor to continue doing films like this. So thank you for your audience, and thank you so much for your overwhelming response. I truly treasure it. It means a lot. Thank you. I'd like to thank all of you for your overwhelming response for the movie and our performances. I truly treasure it, cherish it, and it's going to be the most pleasant memory one can take back from the making of this film. It's been intense and hard, but your response means the world to me. Thank you so much for appreciating my performance. Thank you so much. You know, I think people have Googled me and they kind of already know that, right, Jackie? So good try. But in terms of who is my biggest inspiration, as a lady, my mother, and today, believe you me, even my daughter. It's really funny. Every time you receive a message from her on WhatsApp, you see okay. So it kind of cracks you up. You're like, okay, all right, those are his initials. So, no, he's not okay. He's a cool guy. By objective, do you mean not invested in the role? Well, emotionally, at the time of essaying it, you're completely invested in the role. But if it means carrying home baggage post-pack-up, I shared that obviously life is in the way. So at pack-up, I'd immediately be into Aradhya mode and my reality. But Randeep would laugh and say, I guess he could just stay on because he lives on his own. And more than what I learned about myself, I think it's more what you all have learned about me. So, yeah, there's a lot simmering within, and you'll have got a sneak peek into it. Well, thank you, Bhavesh. That's just the sweetest thing you could say to us, and I'm very grateful for your audience, because every audience member means the world to me. Your response, your reactions, I truly treasure. So thank you for appreciating my work, our work, the team's efforts. Clever question, Pooja. Well, the easier part is not asking that question on a daily basis and being both to the optimum as and when required, but somehow being a mom is kind of tops on my priority list. Committed as an actor completely, and it's there for your seeing. I'll always commit 100%, but being a mom comes first. I sit at the screening because I had a lot of media work. However, I got to hear that the response of the media and members of the market, distributors, buyers, exhibitors who were interested in the film was very, very overwhelming. We got to see a few clips as well. I got to see what you got to see. But I got to hear a lot about a very, very positive response, and thank you for it. Yes, thank you so much for being mine on a daily basis, and I can't thank you enough for showing so much interest in me, my life, my work. But most of all, at this point in time, I just like to say, my dear Ash Army, go out there, give an audience to this very important piece of cinema, encourage spreading the word, because with your audience, more such cinema will be made. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, interesting question. That's for me to know and you to wonder about. Gaurav, when I do, you will know for sure. I will announce it. You all will help spread the word. And yeah, we'll chat continuously. But at this point in time, there's so much going on. So I guess I use opportunities such as this to come out there and connect with you all. And thank you yet again in person for all your love, your good wishes, your blessings, every opportunity that you trend me and mine. Thank you. So here's to ending our Q&A session today, but looking forward to many, many more. And thank you for all your love yet again. And it means the world to me. God bless you all. Have a great life. Stay happy. Stay healthy. And give all the love that you want to receive all around you.